Kennedy?
Teacher? So why is the Taggart automotive sign still out and not Lanucci development?
Why is that any of your concern?
It was just a question.
Well, don't be so curious. Aren't you late? I heard that.
Hey, look, they're tearing down that old Taggart junkyard and putting up a parking lot. Have they not heard the history of that old place and everything that's happened out there? What do you mean? My brother was just out there last week and he said the place freaked him out.
Think it's haunted?
You know, they never did find the littlest one. The littlest boy, David. Really? Yeah, I guess after that accident, the whole family came here to the hospital and they were all treated by Dr. Fletcher, but none of them made it.
Ugh, it's too bad. So did they get your next appointment scheduled?
Kennedy Smith?
Good.
Kennedy Smith?
A few strange things happened to me, and it all seems to be leading back to the Taggart family.
Strange things always lead back to them.
From what I read in the paper, you were here the night the family was brought in dead on arrival.
I was the intern on the graveyard shift back then.
I know the family died in the wreck, but the boy was never found.
Which boy?
Which boy?
The older boy wasn't with them. He had a history of being a runaway, and he was gone when the accident happened.
Does anybody know what happened to him?
Well, allegedly he got put into foster care, but I don't know that it took. He had a history of mental illness. He's drinking and drugs, usual story.
You've been really helpful, Doctor.
It would have torn Gus up to know that he had a son in foster care. He'd been married before, and he had his kids taken away from him in the divorce, and he lost track of them. He wanted to keep Betty's kids close. They probably shouldn't have had a mentally disabled son at home. There was always something about that boy that didn't add up. He should have been institutionalized. I think in a way, it was probably a good thing that he died before the town found out what really could have happened.
Thanks again.
What are you going to do with this information?
I've had some unfinished business to take care of, and I gotta get myself a new job.
You do know that they had all of the kids in this hospital?
David and Joshua. So there were 3 of them.
I think I've said too much already.
Dr. Fletcher, you
I
can't...
really need to go.
Thanks again. David Taggart's still missing. Taggart, Betty and Gus. Assessment and prog notes. Nuclear family, Dave, Joshua's medical results still pending. And a 3rd sibling unknown? How can an unknown? What the hell? David's mental condition. Extreme episodes of rage, OCD, autism, body dysmorphia, predatory behaviors. What does all this mean? Oh my God, what are you doing here?
Same thing you are.
Oh my God, am I in trouble?
Well, just don't take the bitch too seriously. You'll be fine. Remember that.
I'm starving.
Yeah, I gotta go home and change, and I'll meet you at Tuscany's restaurant later on. How about that? looking forward to it. See you later.
You wanted to see me?
Are you going to sit down?
I'm fine where I'm at.
I'm sure Brian will let you know about the little conversation we had regarding your hidden agenda.
Deidre, what are you talking about? Even if Brian and I were dating, that's my personal life. So unless it's interfering with your business, it's really none of your business. Feeling threatened, Deidre?
Hardly, sweet.
I'm done. I'm not going to let you ruin any more of my day. Oh, and by the way, thanks for having us work at a haunted junkyard.
I don't know what you...
Make it. You know, I'm really excited that we're going to get started on this new project and that it's finally going to happen.
Oh, I am too. I'm quite excited about it, but we still have so much work left to do.
What do you mean?
Oh, just off the top of my head, I can see that we have to worry about the size of the parking lot, how many parking spaces we can get out of it, can we sell some of them as reserve, how many
Brian.
meters and how much time we're putting on the meters.
You have nothing to worry
Exits.
about. There's plenty of check cashing franchises, liquor stores, and strip joints in this area that will have no problem running a lucrative business.
I think you're right. I'm overreacting. There's nothing to worry about.
Yes, you are.
I hope you're right.
And what you need to be focusing on is the people you work with. People like Deidre. Let's face it, the only reason why we have to stand for her bullshit is that her father's the mayor of this damn city. No wonder everything's such a mess.
I want to tell you about Deidre. She is not your friend. Don't trust her. She is a snake in the grass. And if there's a term in a dictionary for snake in the grass, you know that her picture is right beside that. She's not a nice person.
I agree.
I called you here because I wanted to talk to you about something that's very important. I find you very attractive, you're very sweet, you're very smart, but I would like to keep our relationship from here on out very professional. You see, I have a very loving wife, and I don't want to lose her.
But the problem is, Brian, is that you've been subtly leading me on. You know, always taking me out to dinner. And I saw the way that you looked at me from across the room the other day. I'm not stupid. I know what's going on.
I like working with you on this project, but I think you're taking this whole thing out of context.
Well, I see this isn't going very well, so I'm going to do the proper thing and resign from the company.
No.
I'm through with you and this company.
You're quitting? You're leaving? You're quitting? You're not going to find this kind of pay anyplace else in the city.
Money is not enough to keep me around. I'm sorry that I'm not like everyone else in this town who thinks that money will make them happy.
Kenny, wait,
Brian,
Kenny,
let go of
we
my
can
hand.
talk.
I'll have my stuff out of the office as soon as possible. Minucci Development, Kennedy Smith. Confidential documents enclosed. Why is this addressed to me? It's really strange. Did you might not know it, but I don't work for that stupid bitch anymore. Taggart Automotive, sold to Lanucci Development. 5 years ago, Dr. Fletcher, treating physician for the Taggart family. Going to the doctor's office, I might as well pay Dr. Fletcher a visit. Mysterious death linked to Taggart Automotive?